Going live.
We're live.
Going live.
We're live.
Afraid I can't let you do that, Manny.
What? What? No. No. No.
Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. Just take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. I can go anywhere.
Yeah. Sing it. Hell yeah.
Reading Rainbow.
Misfits, Twilight Zone, R.A.M. Winnie, yes. R.A.M. Winnie, yes. Ramones. Bad boy rock, bad boy roll. Never seen it. Hit the gas, kick some ass. Misfits, Twilight, R.A.M. Winnie, yes. Ramones. Let's get wacky with some inky poo.
With some inky poo.
Poop on that ink.
I'm gonna have a text bubble down here, so now should I put one second. What's your night looking like? I'm gonna work on the door. You want to get a cease and later? Yes. If I, what's your like latest? I can like 11. Okay. Like cool. Yeah, 11's good. Okay. Yeah. Wow. I might look at it. Can I play something cool real quick? As long as it's cool. All right. Last.
You are not man, baby. You better shut it up. I'm gonna beat you up. You are not man, baby. You're not man, baby. You better shut it up. Beat you up. You are not man, baby. Landman, baby. You're a landman, baby. You're a landman, baby. Landman. Oh, oh. Whoa, 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 oh, oh. Whoa, whoa. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Nothing to do. Sitting here thinking right good. Get down tonight. You'll never get down tonight. Sitting here with nothing to do. Sitting here thinking only of you. Get down tonight. You'll never get down and I don't care. Whoa, whoa. Do my baby away from me. I'll never get down and I and do some massacre. Away from me. And I don't care. Whoa, whoa. Now I saw her on the blow. Tell me, she didn't know. So long ago. I remember thinking, took the chainsaw massacre. Took my baby away from me. The chainsaw massacre. Took my baby away from me. Don't know. I don't care. Oh, oh, oh. This chainsaw massacre. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, no. Oh, one more time. I love that song. Yeah. Mm-mm. 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 You're not man, baby. You better shut it up. You want that math, baby? Nothing to do.
I did a bunch of data annotation. Oh yeah, so you can see all of that. Yeah. What make you fan of the cloud? They're good.
Okay.
a bunch of data annotation. Nice.
No.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, no. Used to make a living by picking the banana. I'm a cat. Let's see. Oh, USA. Baby Mambo.
Well, yeah, I totally understand that.
Stop. Banana Coco used to make a living by picking the banana. Hooray for Havana. Baby, baby, baby Mambo. I used to make it by picking the banana. Now I'm a cat on the CIA. Red for the USA. Banner, Coco. Oh, there's too much shadow. Hold my hand, baby, I'm on your man, oh girl, girl, do you want the man? The dance under the moonlight. Oh girl, girl, do you wanna dance? Wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance under the moonlight? Do you wanna dance under the moonlight through the night? Oh girl, girl, do you wanna dance? 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 So walking down the street, jumped down and knocked her off her feet. It was the end of her. One, two, three, four. Let's go. Hey, killer girl. Hey, killer girl tonight. Stood still, the laughter on the floor. What it was, I want to be. Just gonna get it. What do you want was a little bit more hoe. Beats. What is your name? So I'm walking down the street. Doom, 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 doom.
Maybe next time he'll think before he cheats.
Ho! Ho! Monarchma! Monarchma! Monarch!
Once was a ship that put to sea. I'm looking for reference pictures.
What are you doing? What?
Reference pictures of forests.
Reference? Reference?
Reference?
Reference? Reference? Looking up Reaper?
Reaper.
Danny, do you go to what's it called? Is it medieval festivals or
Like Renaissance Festival?
Renaissance festivals? That's what I was thinking. Okay.
I do sometimes, yeah.
I haven't been to one in a while. When do they usually happen?
Really good question.
Okay.
I think Ren. I think it's in the summer and fall. I think, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, probably. The time has passed, I'm sure. So.
I don't know.
But that'd be fun. That'd be fun to go.
Summer and fall.
Summer and fall.
It's either the spring and the summer or the summer and the fall. I think probably right now, yeah. I think it's no. Well, actually, because there's somebody I know who's at the Renaissance Festival in Arizona right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
But I don't know when. I think because it travels around.
Oh, I didn't know that it was a travel around thing. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I don't know how many there. Because like the Ren Fair in North Carolina goes on for a while,
Right.
so there's no way that. I mean, it's 50 like. 48 contiguous states in this blessed union.
Blessed use.
Continental blessed union. And there's no way, and so it for like 2 months or something like that. So there's no way that it like goes to every state for 2 months. So I feel like there's multiple ones.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't
Huh?
know.
We'll find out. It's
And I
okay.
can't remember when anything in my life has happened, so I'll person to ask.
I have no idea. All good. All good.
What did I hear? I was reading or listening to some art advice recently that was like, don't use Pinterest.
What?
And I forget why.
Is it because it's like covered in AI now?
That could be it, but I feel like it was a different reason, and it sounded like a good reason.
Is it because everyone else uses it?
I don't know. I
No.
forget what the reason was. It was something. Yeah, I forget what the reason was, but fuck it, whatever.
All right, kids, don't use Pinterest. You heard it here, folks. First.
Ooh, here we go. All right, this is the kind of thing I'm looking for. This is what I like. This is what I like. What am I gonna? I'm gonna make a new. I'm gonna make a new Pinterest board. And it's gonna be. I have so many already.
I was thinking about going to like a library and like renting out, like borrowing like magazines or whatever, scanning the stuff that I like, and then like having a morgue file basically of stuff.
Yeah.
That way, it's not the same stuff that everyone else is seeing on Pinterest or whatever. But
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe that's just overkill. Who knows? It would get me out of the house at least. So.
Yeah. Yeah. We live in a society of convenience.
Yeah.
If you go spend time at the library, you're getting behind all the other artists.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
For reason just going on Pinterest.
Yeah.
And because all the people are looking at Pinterest, all the stuff they want to see from Pinterest. So the artists who are using Pinterest for their inspiration are already a step ahead because they're making stuff that the people want to see.
It's true. You know, Danny, you're right. You know, you're right when you're right. You know, it's crazy.
When I'm right, I'm right. I've always said that.
Yeah. Quoted.
Saying it for you.
Yeah. It's
quoted and goated.
Quoted and goated. World's not ready.
God, I hope none of these are AI.
That would be really unfortunate if it was. Because they're sick.
Some of these, I think are AI. Some of them seem. But it's harder to spot. Getting harder and harder.
Yep. It's getting better very fast by using stuff that everyone else has made. So. Isn't that funny?
That looks kind of AI. This looks sort of AI-y. AI-y.
AI.
Oh no.
Never ending supply. No more dumb girls. No more gangsters. Can cry. And throw it away. Cause there's nothing. No, not anymore. I wanna steal from the rich and give to the poor. Cha la la la. Sha la 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 la. Ramones rule. Love and threw it away because it's nothing more, it's just for play. No, not anymore. Steal from the rich and give to the poor. Uh, uh.
Oh, it's a product. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Ew.
I just want. It was a cool Edgar Rice Burroughs illustration, but it was a product.
Ugh. We don't like those here. We only like products that we make.
Exactly. No products went into the making of this product.
No products. No products were harmed in the making of this commercial. They need to do commercials of cars blowing up to advertise the destruction of the car and like be like, "It's safe. Look."
Advertise the destruction of the car.
Yeah. Look how safe it is, and then they just blow it up. See, the seats are still okay, or whatever. I don't know, something dumb. It'd be cool.
I don't get it.
It'd be sick. Just blow it up for no reason.
Okay, but what would the ad accomplish?
It would be awesome. That's that's it.
All right, gotcha.
Just to satisfy me. Destroy it.
The fuck, is this real? Oh, it's stretched. I see. I see. It's stretched vertically to make it look more impressive.
That's what she said. Sorry.
Well, that's funny because actually, a kind of there's an element of phallic symbolism.
Oh! I win.
Here, I'll save the image. I'll save the image to show you what I'm talking about. This doesn't matter at all, but we're gonna spend time on it. Open chat. Upload a file. And upload it. There we go.
Yeah. Pee pee poo poo joke. Let's go.
It's been stretched vertically to make it look more, to make the pillars and stuff look more, the rocks look more tall and pointy.
Got you. That's funny.
Also, it looks more. Also, I mean, it looks more phallic, but also more whatever the opposite of phallic is, gynic. I knew what the word was. Opposite. I did know once upon a time. Opposite.
Yeah. I get it. I understand.
More vagina-like.
More vagine.
Yonic. Haha. Yonic.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
You did? Oh.
No, I didn't. That was I didn't say that.
It looks more yonic, but also parts of it look more phallic when it's stretched vertically like that.
Combination.
Teamwork
makes the dream work.
Yep. All these fouls and these yawns working together. This looks like AI. That looks like AI.
Working together. Look at us go. Aren't we having fun?
Art. Whoa. No, now I'm gonna get stuck looking at art. That's cool though.
You're cool though. So.
Oh.
I'll
post a link to this.
Oh man. Whoa. interesting. I like that.
Some textured brushes, man.
Yeah, I like that mud.
Good mud.
That's some good mud.
Yep, brother. But I think I found enough reference images for gnarly roots and such.
Did you find at least 125? No, I'm just kidding.
I found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh hell yeah, dude. Alright, what are you like? Are you saving this just like as a mood board on Pinterest? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. It's easy to get stuck in that trap of looking in Pinterest for like 30 minutes to an hour or whatever.
It's almost like it's designed to do that.
Damn. You're right. Shit.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Oh, fuck, brother.
Oh, fuck, brother. It got me. That's good.
Holy fuck, Batman.
Oh, shit, Batman. Oh, fuck. We can't cuss on this because it's. No, I'm just kidding.
I forgot we were streaming.
No, you're good. You're good. I cuss all the time. It's just natural.
I'm shocked.
You're shocked? I know.
I'm shocked. I shook.
Shooked and shocked.
I'm shocked.
Whew.
Ooh, those are some good ones too. Some good roots, right?
Spider.
That's a really tiny picture.
Every spiderkin spins away, Manny says. Just like that. Look out. Here comes the Spider-Man. It's a bone, it's a blood. He's got radioactive blood. Can he swing from a thread? Take a look overhead. Yeah. There goes the Spider-Man. The scene of a crime. Night he arrives just in time. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Does the neighborhood spider? Do 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 do. Here comes Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, scientifically accurate Spider-Man. Can't wear clothes or he can't climb. He is naked all the time. Look out. Scientifically accurate Spider-Man. See that video?
No, I've never seen that.
It's really funny. Just sometime look up scientifically accurate Spider-Man on YouTube.
Write that down.
Be in for a treat.
Boom. Wrote it down.
I gotta go be in some wicked, awesome, cool woods again at some point.
Awesome. Wait, what? Awesome what?
Woods.
Woods. Yes.
Yeah. Some fantasy woods, like the ones I'm seeing on Pinterest.
Dude, Rachel Bradley went to New Zealand. She's looking at freaking little hobbit towns and such. Looks awesome. Very jealous. Oh, she would do something cool like that. Oh. No. I think we did lose one person on the Discord server.
Oh no. Who'd we lose?
His name was George Berkeley, I think. What's his last name?
George?
I invited him on here. He joined, and then he left. Like, oh, all right. No, I tried. That's fine. I suspect we might lose a few people. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, Lily seems like she just doesn't want to be here, She's probably going to leave, too. No, I'm just kidding.
You start dropping like flies.
She gets like 3 pieces done in 1 week. It's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm just kidding. Her stuff's looking sick.
Thanks.
Shoot.
Let's see. These big rocks. Is that what I'm? Rocks. I guess.
Rocky does.
Mostly looking. I don't know if I want. Big roots is what I was going for. I thought as soon as I had reference, everything would just flow easily.
Haha.
What gives?
You haven't prayed to the reference gods yet, actually. Did you do that?
Our Father who art in heaven.
Yes. Yes, my young Padawan.
Reference heaven. Yeah. Hallowed be thy reference name.
Yes.
Forget the next part.
Um,
thy reference come, thy reference be done.
Yes.
On earth as it is in reference.
Oh.
Give us this day our daily reference. Give us our references. As we forgive those who have referenced us. Lead us not into reference, but deliver us from reference.
Deliver us.
For yours is the reference, and the reference, and the reference.
Within.
Forever in reference.
Forever in reference.
That ought to do it.
Yeah, I think you're pretty much set now.
Now it's gonna flow.
Yeah, now it's flowing.
Now the art will flow from my fingertips.
The art will simply flow from my fingertips down to the page. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Oh, easy peasy, lemon, squeezy. Easy, easy peasy, and then I'm in lemon.
Lemon. Lemon.
Easy peasy, young whippersnapper.
A little shake in your voice. It's great.
Look here.
Look here,
now,
boy.
hold on.
Yes.
Oh, hold on, you little shit.
Well, hold on now, boy. Hold on now there, dear boy. Little whippersnapper, you. It's
You're
such...
quite a little whippersnapper, aren't you?
Yes. Dear child. My dear child. Oh boy. Perfect. You listen to Devo, Danny?
To who?
Devo?
Devo.
Yeah.
Sounds vaguely familiar.
Ah, good stuff. Good stuff. I recommend it. Oh, we got Water Pop rating with a party of 4. I don't know
Water
how long
pop
ago
rating.
that was. Hopefully, I did
What is
not miss it.
what
That was
does
three
all of
minutes
that
ago.
mean?
All right, cool, sweet. Keep getting distracted. Hello, friends. Been,
Oh, is it stream stuff?
yeah, I'm streaming hard. Got a raid and run. Sounds good, my friend. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining in. Love the panels. Thank you. Much appreciated. I'm working on them, working on them. My friend, I hope the stream was good. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your night and the rest of your week. I wish you nothing but good vibes as the weekend approaches upon us with quick and strong, sick vibes. I don't know. Dun, 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 dun.
Unfortunately, do I not follow the Manny girls? Did I not follow you? Oh, I didn't. Well, follow.
Ho!
What's this ad for? Sounds
Dubious
cool as hell.
jetpack. Dubious.
What's this? Tell me what it is. Tell me what game this is.
I must know.
Avowed. Oh, I've heard of that.
Oh yeah, it's the what is it? What's that studio that did New Vegas?
Oh, Obsidian?
Yeah, I think it's Obsidian's like Skyrim basically, but not Skyrim.
Gotcha.
It's
Yeah, I've heard of it.
in some sort of universe.
Well, I should certainly hope so.
It's in some sort of universe, dude. No, it's like an existing property.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see what you mean.
Yeah. I can't remember what it is though.
And it's in Avowed World.
Avowed.
In a world where we're all avowed.
In a world where no one poops.
In a world where nobody poops.
Only one can bring the stink. What? Why? In a world. Just keep checking my arm, making sure I'm not smudging anything. Let's dip that in ink there. Okay. And I'm going to black this out because I can, and I will. Oh, God. When in doubt, you know, just black it out, dude. Well, yeah, that works for me. I did that in a bad order. That's what I did. Oh well.
Uh-uh.
It's okay. It's all good. Everything's fine. I'm not dead. I'm not dying. It's okay. I just like where I inked, if I like go to the left side of the page, I might smudge what I just did. So yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit, wait for it to dry, and go from there. While that happens, I will see if I can get rid of some marks on another thing. Alright, let you dry over there. Try to get rid of this stuff. Ink fingerprints. Let's get rid of that. I'm just gonna get rid of that. I can. Cool. Hopefully my big ass head isn't in the way.
I see. That's a little in the way, actually. A
Oh, it is.
little bit.
Damn it.
But it's not covering the part you're actively working on.
Okay. All right.
It's covering the bottom of the page.
Got you. Manny will remember that. Danny, what other video games are you into, my friend?
Let's see. My roommate and I are playing Elden Ring right now.
Oh, oh, hell
I'm
yeah,
pretty into it, but
yeah,
I have to say, I enjoy. We also played through Bloodborne,
yeah.
and so far I did enjoy Bloodborne more. Um,
Oh,
I'm not as into Elden Ring as I was into Bloodborne. Um,
okay.
Bloodborne just really, oh, that was so. It was, I think it was like such a like tight experience
Oh yeah,
because Elden Ring is open world, so you can like go and do whatever you want, which is cool and it works. But
right.
Bloodborne was like, yeah, it like funnels you through this. It's so good.
Yep,
So I
yep.
really
I agree.
when I was so now I'm into Souls like games. I didn't used to be, but now I am.
Uh,
Really into Elder Scrolls. I'm really into Minecraft and any kind of game that lets me craft and build stuff.
huh.
Um, I play on a Valheim server with some friends of mine,
Oh hell yeah.
um, which is tons of fun.
Yeah, Valheim's real
Um,
fun.
any game that lets me like build the world around me. Um, I'm into I not as much anymore, but when I was younger, I was really into RTSs, um,
Oh wow.
particularly Age of Empires and Age of Mythology. I
Age
don't
of
know if you ever heard of
Mythology. No,
Age of Mythology, but
no.
oh,
What's that?
so good. It was by Ensemble Studios, the same studio that made um, Age of Empires.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
so it was the same kind of game,
Yeah.
very very similar, except it had a world mythology setting. So you had like you gained favor. You played as either the Greek, the Norse, or the Egyptians,
Whoa.
um, and you'd like summon myth units like minotaurs and fire giants and stuff like that. And then you'd have like heroes from mythology that you would summon to battle and all kinds of really cool. And you'd like gain favor from the gods, and then you could use like lightning bolts and plagues and stuff.
Oh, it's sick.
Yeah, it was really good. Is really good still because it's actually still active. A number of those games got. I almost so right now I'm playing through another game from my childhood called Titan Quest.
What is that?
Uh,
Never heard
it's
of that.
it's a ARPG it's like a Diablo clone,
Uh huh.
um, but it's set in uh, the mythological ancient world.
Whoa.
So kind
Okay.
of same theme as Age of Mythology.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Really,
cool.
really good.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Been reliving a lot of games from my childhood recently.
Why is that? Like, what got you back into it?
That's a really good question. Um, I don't know.
They're just awesome. It's really,
Yeah, they are just awesome.
uh,
That is true.
they're just sick, dude. Which is totally valid. So
Games.
I get it.
Uh,
I get it. I was replaying Skyrim not too long ago, and I was like, "Yeah, this game's perfect."
I've been meaning to play New Vegas.
Yeah, every time I play New Vegas, like I enjoy it, but I never finish it. Like I never ever finish New Vegas.
I've never finished Skyrim or Morrowind.
Oh wow. Wow.
I don't think I ever finished Fallout 3.
I mean, they are big games, so
Yeah.
there's that. But that is crazy at the same time.
Yeah, because I'm so into I was like, oh, I'm
Oh,
just so into it, but then I don't finish it.
thank you for the follow, Fire Snap. I appreciate you, and I love you. But yeah, those games, they're fun. They're big. I mean, yeah, never finished New Vegas. Never finished Morrowind either. I don't. I think I tried to play Morrowind after Oblivion, so that was kind of like, I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know. I couldn't do it because there's like isn't there like a dice roll to like hit your to like even make
yeah,
contact with a sword to
some very old fashioned
yeah
parts of that game that are real. Yeah, the melee combat, like yeah, and even like yeah, there's invisible dice that happen when you swing your sword at something, and they determine whether or not you're gonna make contact or not. Um,
yeah
I remember like
I couldn't do
the other
it.
the other night, my roommate was playing it for the first time,
Uh huh.
and he turned to me and he was like, "Why can't I hit this worm?" Um, and I was like, "Well, you did hit him a couple of times." And he was like, "What do you mean?" And he's like stabbing at it. And he's like, not doing anything. Um, so it is,
It's
yeah,
not
it's frustrating.
working. uh,
It never it when I not when I first played it, it didn't occur to me that that was strange. Um,
weird.
yeah, but I don't know.
Okay.
I was like, oh yeah, I'm just not. Yeah, it made sense. But then yeah, especially if you were to come from a game like Skyrim or Oblivion.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it was so confusing. I was like, what's happening? Like my sword is like going through this thing.
I remember the first time I ever was exposed to Morrowind. I was at a friend's house on his computer, and he booted it up, and he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna play this," and it was a friend that I didn't really like,
Right.
and uh, so that probably colored the experience a little bit. But I
Yeah.
like didn't get along with him very well. But I was just hanging out at his house, and he was showing me some game on his computer, and he was like, "This is a cool game," and he had me start like a new game, and the first thing I saw was like, I said, what was the first thing I saw was like one of the characters, and I could see that their face was like just
Mashed
a
potatoes.
JPEG like
Yeah.
stretched over two polygons,
Yeah.
and um, and at the time, that really turned me off, and I was like, ugh, this game's ugly. I'm not playing this.
Right. I mean, it is. It's
And
like
then,
a box of crayons. Like the textures is like melted wax. You know.
it wasn't until years later that I guess I was just in a different headspace and I was ready for it.
Right. Yeah. The internet warmed you up to it.
I was ready. I was ready to accept Morrowind into my heart.
Yeah. You've grown.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'm full grown now.
Now these were gonna be ferns, but they kind of look like mushrooms. And now I'm like, maybe they're big ass mushrooms.
Maybe. The girl you want. Girl. She's just a girl. The girl you want.
I don't want to draw individual leaves.
Girl you want.
It's got such atmosphere, that game, though. Morrowind.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It does.
oh,
It does indeed.
oh. Best atmosphere of any game I've played.
I've been playing Stalker 2. That game has
Ooh,
pretty good
yeah. Speaking
environment.
of atmosphere,
Yeah. I'm a fan. I like first person shooters and stuff. I'm not the best at
yeah.
them, but I enjoy them. um,
What's the best for? I love Borderlands and Borderlands 2.
yeah, Borderlands is
I
fun.
love, Halo, of course. Halo
Oh,
1,
dude.
Halo 2.
Oh, the music is
Um,
so legendary.
Halo, first Halo on Xbox, Halo 2. Uh,
Life changing. Changed my
Life
life.
changing. Nothing like it.
It was epic. We were Master Chief.
We're all Master Chief. Oh, and playing like multiplayer with friends in the
Killing
house.
spree.
Killing
Double kill. King of the Hill. Or whatever it was. Yeah. That dude was on like a podcast, like the voice that did the voices.
I bet he was.
And he's like an older dude, right?
Yeah.
Um and they were just like, okay, you need to do like all like as many sayings as you can from that game in 30 seconds or whatever. And he just like he did it in the voice with the same cadence, the same everything. And then the last one was like overkill or whatever it was. Just like ended it with a bang. It was perfect. And the hosts for it were just like, yeah, just super into it. It was sick. I just saw it on Instagram like a while ago. Don't even know what it's from, but it was cool. It's out there.
Did you ever play any of the Battlefield games?
Yeah, I played a whole bunch of was it Battlefield 4? I think because it was Bad Company and then Battlefield 4, right? Is that what it was? Or
There was Bad Company 2.
Bad Company? Okay, Bad Company 2,
Bad
and then
Company 2, I played the hell out of Bad Company 2 back in the day.
yeah, I rented Bad Company from Blockbuster. I remember doing that. I had a blast playing it, but I never bought it. I
That
did not have the money
company,
for it when I was a kid.
that company too was the only like modern military shooter that I ever got into.
Yeah,
Um,
I enjoyed
but
Battlefield. I love the destruction element in it, but I was playing a lot of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1. Modern Warfare 1, not the second one. I played the second one, but I loved Modern Warfare 1 more. I'm the
okay,
weirdo. I'm a weirdo.
well, I don't know that's weird. So
Yeah, I mean,
you
it's
didn't have
like
to say it. Just
every
outed yourself unnecessarily.
oh god. I'm not cool anymore. Oh. Um, but yeah, it just seems like all my buddies were like, "Yeah, Modern Warfare 2 is the best." So I was like, I don't know.
You know, Thor face.
Sure. um, but yeah, I did enjoy Battlefield more after a while though.
I just loved my buddy and I would play it and we'd be on like we I loved that it was a like a huge map and there were all kinds of vehicles and stuff and it felt like a real battle.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Like
very
getting
into
like
that.
helicopter tanks and stuff and
Yeah, it was awesome. I know they're coming out with another one, another
I
Battlefield
bet they are.
with like the same vibes as the old ones, like
Nice.
the ones we're talking about. Yeah, so might be good. I don't know. A lot of games have been disappointing recently. Besides Helldivers, Helldivers 2 is fun.
Oh yeah. I've heard a
Yeah,
lot about it.
yeah. I haven't played a whole lot of it. I kind of just play it once in a while with my buddy. So, but every time we play it, we're having fun. We don't do like Helldiver difficulty. We're on like medium because we suck, but still a fun time. And it's very like I don't know if you've ever seen Star Troopers.
Yes, I have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the same vibe as that.
Gotcha.
So it's very over the top, very satire heavy. It's like a comment on military and just blindly following orders.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, the book is the same way, except the book is a bit more crazier. Like, I feel like Helldivers 2 is closer to the book than Star Troopers is to, like, the
Nice.
movie is to the book. Yeah. From what my buddy said, I didn't read the book. I didn't read the book. Full disclosure, I didn't read the book. But I hear it's good.
And what makes you think you can comment on it,
I know.
huh?
I know. I overstepped.
Where do you get off?
Dude, my bad, dude. My bad, dude. I know my place now. I know my place.
Yeah.
It doesn't belong here. I got nowhere else to go.
I want a square brush. That's what I do miss. The thing I miss with digital painting is the um being able to make little like turn the brush on its side to like do a certain thing.
Hmm.
You can kind of do that, but it's not quite the feeling of having the paint on the brush and like You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I know.
You know. We all know.
We all know.
Maybe I want ink. Maybe that's what I want. Maybe I want the real G pen. Or the
Ooh.
mapping pen.
Ooh.
No, I don't know if that calligraphy maybe. Ah. No. Well, it needs to turn with my
It must turn.
Now we're gonna go back to the thick oil paint.
That's a good brush. I like that brush. Okay. Same. Yeah, what was I doing? There we go. Oh, at that.
Kill that demon a couple more times. I'm ready to sleep.
He's going down. They're going down.
His ass is grass again.
Your ass is grass. I think I need to change where the window is. This needs to come up over here, I think. I think it needs to come up right there. And that needs to come up.
God, there's somebody on this world.
Here.
Motherfucker.
There. Right? This feels right. It's right behind him, though. How about this? Feels like it's better placement. Okay. Bikini. It's an H bomb.
Have you ever played Heroes of Might and Magic?
I have not.
It's a good series.
I don't
Ooh, I can
think.
now learn I've learned to teleport to Falador.
Hey
So
yo.
yeah,
Hey yo.
teleport all over.
You're a
Uh,
teleporter now.
Heroes of Might and Magic is a fun. It's like a turn-based strategy game, turn-based city building fantasy strategy game.
Huh.
Army, you like build an army and you build different cities and
Oh.
um,
Well.
yeah, it's really really fun. And my favorite is the third one in the series, Heroes of Might and Magic 3.
So you're a strategy gamer. Yeah?
Sometimes, yeah, yeah.
Sometimes?
I like a game. Yeah, I like. Yeah. Uh, I'm trying to think. I like Borderlands, and there are some games I like that aren't strategy games.
Yeah.
Um, but a lot of times, yeah, if there's my favorite thing about a game is if there's a like a world that it kind of pulls me into.
Got you.
Yeah, if it feels like a real world.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And maybe that's part of why I always liked Battlefield more than Call of Duty is because it felt like the big maps felt like and like all the different strategic points on the maps and all that kind of stuff felt more like I don't know, felt more like a real battle to me.
Yeah, less arcadey,
Yeah,
I guess. Yeah. Like I do like to go out there and like you go in your truck, your tank, your helicopter or whatever and you just go. It's like and then you see the destruction and the map is changing constantly, so you can't do the same strategy over and over and over again on like Call of Duty, you know what I mean? There's
yeah.
like different choke points, there's different it's just different. It's great. Really was a fun
You ever
game.
play? You ever play any city management or like tycoon games like Zoo Tycoon or Roller Coaster Tycoon?
No, I've never played any of those. My sister was into is it Sim The Sims? So
Yeah, The
yeah,
Sims. Yeah, I've played The Sims before. I love The Sims.
yeah. It looks funny. I never played them, but I know she would always talk about it. I just never.
My favorite part of The Sims was always building the houses.
Is it like the like neighborhoods and stuff or
Well, more just the houses, really. Like you'd play as one household,
oh
and you get to build their house, and then you have to send them to work to make money. And my biggest motivation for my Sims having jobs and stuff was always that I wanted to buy better stuff to make the house look cooler.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it was almost like like a house building game for me.
Yeah. I know like could you send in natural disasters and stuff, or did that just like randomly happen?
I think sometimes there were. I don't know. Were there natural disasters? I remember in Sim City there were lots of natural disasters,
Okay, yeah.
and I love city building games too.
I heard good things about Frostpunk, which is
I've
like a.
heard a little bit of that.
How did
Yeah,
you how did you like that?
I think it wasn't. You didn't really build the physical. I don't think you really did much in the way of actually building the city. I think you like made in Frostbuck. I think you like made decisions for the city, but you didn't like place buildings or anything like that.
Okay,
I think maybe that's what. But I might be wrong. I remember playing like a demo for it.
okay, got you.
But yeah, I felt like it was more like you decided policy for the city to help for them to survive.
Yeah,
Um, but I like placing I like building little worlds.
right.
I like God games. That's what that is.
You like
That's what
playing
those
God?
God, yeah, exactly. That's what Sim City is, or The Sims, or I played a ton of Zoo Tycoon when I was a kid. I loved designing the animal enclosures and stuff.
That's awesome.
Take care of the animals. Roller Coaster Tycoon 3.
Ooh. Yeah, never really got into that. And turn-based stuff. I was never a big turn-based person. I tried getting into it with like was it Wasteland? Um,
Wasteland. I don't know if I've heard that.
Wasteland is like I think it's made by the same people that did the original Fallout games that were like the turn-based Fallout games. Um,
Okay.
so I was like, I'll give that a shot, but I don't know. I like moving around. I like uh I like getting weird.
Yeah.
You know, I like getting up in people's faces. My favorite
Yeah.
games when I was a kid though was Splinter Cell.
Ooh, I have Splinter Cell Chaos Theory on the original
Yes.
Xbox.
Yeah. That was the golden age of gaming.
My
Hands
brother and I
down.
played that a lot of that.
Dude, same. Every one of my buddies, whenever they would come over, I was like, all right, we're playing Chaos Theory. Half the time they'd be like, what's that? And then they'd be in love with Splinter Cell after that experience. It's so good. So good.
I think I can still remember some lines from that game.
Oh yeah?
It's like, let's see. They're like sneaking up and someone's firing like an AK-47 and Mr. Splinter Cell can like
Yeah.
recognize the he can like recognize the type of gun that it is, and it's like an AK-47, and he says something like he's talking to his like handler,
Uh-huh.
and he's like, um, yeah, but
Lambert.
but but Lambert, when I hear Russian, I hear Kalashnikov, something like
Yeah.
that. When I hear something, I hear Kalashnikov. I think it was like realizing that the people they were about to go in up against were Russians or something like that.
Uh-huh. Lambert.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. That sounds familiar. Gosh.
For some reason, that line is just stuck in my brain all these years.
Yeah.
Who goes there?
Kevin. Chibi Spicy.
Kevin
Is
Spacey, huh?
is Mr. Spicy, Mr. Kevin Spicy? Not Kevin Spacey. Sorry, Mr.
No,
Kevin.
definitely not Kevin Spacey. It's a
It's a little different. It's a little different.
little
And yet the
different.
same.
That's
Yeah.
the same.
I mean, it's just white people. Can't tell them apart.
That's right. We're all the same.
aren't you mildly ethnic, Manny? I mean, don't you have like Portuguese blood or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, I'm Portuguese. Yeah, so
I mean, that is white, but it's like Latino white. You know what I mean? It's still white
yeah,
though.
yeah,
You're not wrong. Yeah.
Latino's a very broad.
yeah. I don't think they count Portuguese people as Latino.
You know.
But yeah, you are the colonialists. You're the
Portuguese. So like, my roommate's girlfriend is from Brazil, so she speaks Portuguese.
hmm
So then I was conflating Portuguese with Portuguese.
yeah, yeah. It's different vibes. I feel.
Yeah, yeah, different
So
vibes.
Portuguese from Portugal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when I hear Spain Spanish, I'm like, wow, I feel offended. Like it sounds racist.
It sounds racist.
I am trying to draw fire.
Fire.
How to draw fire.
How you doing, Sam?
I'm okay. I just got back from the tattoo studio because my Sanoderm was leaking. Wait, do neither Manny? I know you don't have any tattoos. Jenny, do you have any tattoos?
No, I don't.
So, Sanoderm is something that came out, I want to say 12 years ago. So relatively recently for me, because my first tattoos were way before that. But it's this bandage. It's a flexible bandage that you put on. They sometimes call it second skin, and you leave it on for about 3 or 4 days. And it's massively helped the healing process because it keeps bacteria from getting in. It also has like a slight numbing thing, so it helps with the pain afterward and the soreness. Although
Right.
I don't mind that too much. The issue is that sometimes it leaks. I mean, this thing is really on there, by the way. The adhesive is actually very difficult to take off, but sometimes so much plasma and ink collects as your body's like trying to reject it, right?
Right.
That the fluid just escapes. The problem with that is that it defeats the purpose of the Sanoderm because now bacteria can get in through that leakage. So I've never had Sanoderm leak. And it happened today. Like, it wasn't that dramatic. I just noticed it was coming out of the edge. I was like, fuck. So I'm like 10 minutes from the studio, and I came in, and this older guy tried to help me, but it was a challenge because my tattoo goes all the way down to my palm. And if you look at the anatomy of the palm, it's just hard for like a bandage to lay flat
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah.
But he eventually got it. Like, I'm not. It looks good. I'm moving my hand. Nothing's. I just need to leave this on for like 2 or 3 more days, and it's good. But it's a little bit of a thing where I was like, I'd rather err on the side of caution than like get an infection or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's yeah, for sure.
Nice.
I do the same.
Yeah. But yeah, so I just got back from there and only now getting to art, and I'm gonna work a bit on my Phoenix piece, but actually I'm gonna really genuinely try to limit myself until like 8:30, and then spend the last hour of the night working on other art stuff because I think I gotta let this piece breathe, man. Like I can't like I actually, it's funny, Manny. Despite us talking like yesterday or the day before about it,
Yeah.
like I love that I'm in flow state, but I also think it's a good lesson for me to counterbalance that with letting pieces breathe. You know? So,
Yeah.
yeah, because this literally, it's like when are submissions due? August, September?
Oh no, it's a while. Yeah, it's a while.
Okay, yeah.
You're good.
So Danny, I think you may not know this about, or actually maybe I mentioned it on the server, but I just got off social media about 2 or 3 weeks ago, like everything, and it's been really good for me. Very difficult though, because I have like something. It feels like withdrawals, but I used to define a piece as finished as when I posted it to social media, and yeah, since I don't even have that, it's like it's a really interesting thing to. I still think it's good uh to when you're working on personal projects, when you take it to a point where it doesn't really like make sense to noodle on it more. I think there can be something helpful about being like, okay, this is done enough, right? So I can move on to the next thing. But I don't feel like I feel like I'm rushing trying to call this finished, and there's really no reason for that.
Okay.
Yeah. Just because I have other shit I want to work on. But it's funny, Manny. I told you that the other day. of like I want to finish this so I can work on other things, but that's also not like that's not a thing. You can have multiple projects going on at once.
Oh
Like
yeah.
you don't it doesn't have to be linear. In my head, because I have limited time in the evening to make art, um for some reason my brain interprets that as like you have to go whole hog on one thing and then you can go whole hog on another thing, right?
Right.
And that is valid. That has worked for me the last 4 years, but I'd like to proffer an alternative thing, which is like you may have less time, but you can order your time however you want, Sam. Like you can be like, this week I'm gonna work on 3 projects, right? Each one gets about 2 days or whatever. That's so like there's literally no rules. You can structure however you want. And I think there is something cool about having multiple projects at once because then each one has a moment to breathe, and when you return to it, you're fresher on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I agree with this. I mean, that's kind of what I did with this book that I'm working on right now. Took a long break and then I
Yeah.
came back to it with some juice.
You're talking about the Remise book?
No, I mean that one was just like an on and off type of thing. No,
Got it.
this is Bark at the Moon. Um,
Wait, I don't. How do I not know about this? Is this
this is the book. This is a book I'm working on with some homies. This is the
okay? Cool, cool.
yeah. I
That's
got
awesome.
a handful of pages left to do. Like 10. I got 10 more pages. And then I'm going to jump into the book I'm going to do for the anthology as well.
Nice.
And then I was going to do one with my book, like a little mini comic that I'm writing and like going halvesies on the art with my buddy, but I'm going to talk to him more about it. See if he still wants to do it. So lots of
All
stuff.
the art.
Yeah, I'm gonna be arting hard this year.
Let's go.
Gonna be printing shirts and freaking making comics, and then probably working in theater stuff.
Oh,
Ooh, theater.
interesting.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Like as a job or
Just like as a side gig. I know Bailey's got the connect. You know, Danny. You know, we'll probably be hanging
I
out.
know. Oh yeah.
You'll be
That's
like, this
awesome.
guy's weird. I don't want to hang out with him anymore.
Now that I've met him in real life.
I don't know about this guy.
Manuel Tavares. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a problem.
Yeah. Pretty much. That's what everyone tells me. So, Manny, you're a problem. I'm like, ah. Yeah.
Nah, nah.
Nah. Come on.
Come on. What are you talking about?
Come on. I'm working it. Give me your mouth. Give me this. Give me that. Yeah. And I am gonna do a poster design for my buddy's comic shop event thing that's gonna happen in the near future. So I got to do that before the end of March. So
You are prolific, sir.
man, he's
Yeah.
busy bee.
Busy bee.
Well, then, buddy, I'm a busy.
I found another Etherington Brothers like that is like sampling of fire designs.
Oh yeah,
I just try my best not to copy it, but also like
dude. Yeah, it's hard to
is it,
do when it's right there. You know that.
and you're like that looks so cool. That design is so cool.
But
But I don't want to just copy it.
I do like how he explains how to design it though, so it kind of ingrains in your brain a little bit better. you know.
Is it the S's and the C's basically? Yeah, that actually made
Yeah.
a big difference for me.
Yeah. Doesn't he talk about like carving into it with like you make a basic flame shape like a candle and then you're like cutting into it with like O's and C's and stuff?
Wait, what? I don't remember this. Let me go look.
No?
Let me go look at the because that sounds really helpful. That's what I'm struggling with is like these like really interesting silhouettes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that have been really impressive.
That might
Let me see.
that might have been David Finch or Etherington Brothers. I don't know. I can't remember.
I'm gonna look at the other Ancient Brothers. Eh, mm.
Oh gosh. Dude, those chili dogs are getting to me, man.
Been sucking on chili dogs.
Yeah. Sucking on chili dogs. That's what I do when I come home from work. Oh, this is good chili
Sucking
dog.
on chili dogs. Sucking on chili dogs. Sucking on chili dogs. Sucking on chili dogs. Say yeah, sucking on chili dogs. Long after I've sucked on chili dogs.
That's great. That's solid. I know what you're talking about. I appreciate this. I like this version of the song more.
Basically, gay culture, you know.
Yeah.
It is gay culture, you're right.
Yeah.
Basically.
That and just Subarus and fucking the lace skirts. No, I don't know. I've lost it. I've lost the thread. I don't.
And lace skirt. No.
I'm gonna play some music in the background.
That's what I'm
Hopefully
doing.
you guys don't hear it. Listen to chill instrumental beats. No, I'm gonna listen to deep house relax.
Hot.
Sounded angry about that.
Hot.
That's my secret, Captain. I'm always angry.
Oh.
I'm actually the least angry person. I'm a sad person.
I'm just sad. Same.
Yeah, Manny, I'm just like I decided to actually completely nix the foreground flames, and then so like underneath the Los Angeles Strong caption,
Uh-huh.
I think I'm gonna leave it mostly white with maybe like small little flame patterns around it,
Yeah.
and then on top do like the silhouette of a flame design. It looks cleaner, because yeah, I think before it was just super busy. It also creates a sense of almost like that the flames are like the ground that the angel is on. If that makes sense if I just actually like post it. The funny thing about this kind of thing is that the actual thing I want to do, I don't actually think will take that many marks, but designing organic shapes is hard, right? Because I've made so many marks and they just look like shit. They don't look like fire and or they just look ugly.
Yeah, fire can be difficult, for sure.
Fire is difficult.
I know I struggle with it a lot, so.
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
You can't be telling us that you struggle, Manny. It's gonna undermine our faith in this whole project.
That's right. If you're not the Jesus of art, what are we even doing here? Right? Like,
yeah.
No, thank you.
You're right.
Yeah, so you see, like I like nix the entire bottom part, so that's just a whole area of rest.
Yeah.
And it reads the entire. If you zoom out and you squint, everything reads better. I think.
I get you.
Yeah, I'm just spending a lot of time on setting up the general shapes, and then I'm gonna block out the values, and the rest of it I'm just gonna fucking render. I'm gonna do that, the engraving style. And I already did some value studies and some test studies, and I was like, okay, I totally know what I'm gonna do there. It's not gonna be perfect, but I think it'll be good. But that'll be the long, tedious but fun rendering part. So I think I just do all this setup for as long as I can before I move on.
Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good.
Yeah. But like I'm so proud of this sketch just by itself. Like
Yeah.
I think an earlier version of me might have considered this a finished piece, to be really honest with you, but I know I can take it further, so
yeah,
I
for
want
sure.
to do that. Yeah. And I
So
use
what
this
is?
phrase. Sorry, go ahead, Danny.
Well, I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
No, I don't. So you have to do that with me, Manny knows, because otherwise I will keep talking forever. So we're friends now. You interrupting me is like the most friend thing that you could do.
I was gonna say it's. I often struggle with really liking my sketches more than I like the finished piece. Like when I try and do more with it, so I'm very tempted to like stop at the sketch phase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be
So
like, oh,
that is
yeah.
very validating. Manny, do you feel that way? Because I feel like Manny just like is fucking baller when it comes to inking. So
um.
there's just a particular texture and like. So there's also a psychology thing that happens with pencil sketches, right? Or loose sketches, is that most people's brains will pick the lines that they like, right?
Right.
Unconsciously. So that's partly what's going on. But I think there's that. I think the other thing is that pencil just looks cool. Like it's very gestural. There's a natural kind of a quiet gradient to it, whereas ink is like feels almost oppressive. But of course, it depends on how you ink, right? Because you can use different inking techniques that are actually closer to peening that will still capture some of that. But 100% that what I did is I actually duplicated the pencil layer and it just made it darker. I was like, that looks good. Like, I
Yeah.
wanted to call that done, but I was like, no. I know what I need out of this, and I think I need to actually like ink it. But Manny, what were you gonna say?
It for me kind of depends on what it is that I'm messing with. Like if like I got a sketchbook of ballpoint pen sketches and like Posca marker stuff that I've been messing with recently. So I'll like get to a point in that to where it's like, oh, that's good. I like that. I like the way that is. Or I'll just like keep rendering with different types of ballpoint pens. You know. And I'm like, hold on. I'll show you.
Show me art, bro.
We're getting a demonstration.
From Senpai, the
So
maestro.
I'm streaming on the Twitchy Poo, Sam. So if you look on that,
Oh wait, am I with the people right now?
you're with the people.
Hello,
You are
world.
within the people.
Hello, world. Oh, I'm not logged in. That would explain why I can't see you
Oh,
right
you have to
now.
log in.
Like a fucking douchebag. I recently cleared my cache
Oh yeah.
because it was a porn thing. So
Yeah, that'll do it. It's an important thing.
I forgot that Twitch has that like authenticator thing.
Yeah,
See if I could got it.
true. But yeah,
What's my
these.
Twitch password?
Are you still? I wait. I wait for you.
Yes, please. Sorry, I like.
No, you're good.
Well, I actually technically don't need to log in, right? I can just go to your meow meow.
Okay.
What's your username?
The Manny draws.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just that when I'm logged in, I'm like already subscribed to you. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm
Okay,
here.
you're here. All right.
Hello.
Cool. So I have this sketchbook. Is this being shown?
Yes, I can see it.
Oh, I just. Wait, hold on. All right, I'm going back. So there might be a slight delay, but yeah, in this sketchbook, I was kind of just messing with Posca markers and ballpoint pen and like combining that together. I did an ultra mega study, so it's just like me rendering with different ballpoint pens on stuff, getting textures, having fun with it. And then he almost looks like Chuck Norris, Old Man Van, which is the character I'm drawing right now on the
So rad.
page. comic page. But yeah, and then like messing with just like basically cross hatching and stuff with this John Wick bit.
I really like that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Is that Posca as well?
Yeah, I put like a silhouette of it down, and then I went on top of it with the ballpoint pen. I did like a blue ballpoint pen, and then I did a purple one.
Dude, ballpoint is so OP. It's like it's
Yeah.
like if my desert island medium would 100% be ballpoint pen, like
Yeah.
blue specifically. That would be my desert island tool.
This is a character that I will be doing for
That's
my
cool.
sci-fi book, which
Very cool.
this was part of the Zapata workshop. This is just Posca and ballpoint pen stuff, but yeah, it's just a whole bunch of stuff like this. Like I get to a certain point, and then like that might be good enough, or I'll do like sketches like this or studies.
Ooh, I like those alligator studies.
Yeah, these are fun.
Nice.
I liked this dude's shape. He had like such a weird nose, so then I kept drawing it on the next page. And it made him like a fat little alligator. Where's the... Yeah, then here's just like random sketches of people to where I'll just, I'll just go in and do quick marks, and I'm like, that's good enough.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So.
This is all ballpoint? Still?
Yeah, these are ballpoint.
Nice.
Thanks, dog.
You make ballpoint look like pencil.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, is that one of those like ballpoint pens that like have multiple colors?
Yeah. Hold on.
I have one. I was with it right now. You're making me want to draw. In analog.
These ones.
Easy.
It's got like all of the different colors on it.
Yeah, I have that too.
I got it off of the Lex Luthor website known as Amazon.
I hate to say it, but Amazon does have some good cool ass shit.
Yeah, so. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. But I mean, sometimes it'll just be really ugly sketches, and I'll just abandon them. So.
I'm always reminded when I see your stuff of Steven telling you in the workshop, it must be nice to be good at drawing. I appreciate that more and more the more I see your stuff.
Thanks, dude.
I wish I were good at drawing. Like I'm fine at drawing. Like I get it. Like
yeah.
Like but I'm still working on it. Kind of being a tool I communicate with. Like I'm not quite there, and it's all good. It's all good. I'm doing the work for it.
Yeah.
But I would like to get there.
Yeah. I think you will. Sam.
Shit, right now I'm drawing.
What will Sam do?
Become ultra mega chud.
Oh.
With drawing.
Yeah.
Ultra mega chud with drawing.
Yes. I can see it now. Yeah, Sam, you can draw, Sam. You can draw.
Yeah, thank you. I get it, but it's like I'm really, really taking my time these days with just. So, I think, Danny, like a big thing about my art journey is that the last 4 years, I think were primarily characterized by, I hate to admit it, but me trying to impress people. But that wasn't the majority of it. I was just enjoying myself as well, so I was enjoying making art. But the real primary thing was I was spending a lot of time convincing myself I could do things. That's not bad motivation, by the way, right? Like, that's like, it's cool to be like, hey, I see a mountain, I want to climb it. Like, I see these cool paintings, I want to give it a shot. And obviously, my paintings aren't as good as like a bunch of master's paintings, but like I make shit that like it passes. Like it's a cool. I've made stuff that looks cool.
Yeah.
That's great, and I'm really proud of that. But I'm at this stage right now where I want to spend like just I don't know how long, but just some time being like, okay. I know I can make something that looks cool, but now I want to make stuff that like I have an idea and I can like relatively directly manifest it. It's never that direct, right? It's never that linear. But do you know what I mean? Like I feel like I want to close the gap between ideation and the ability to execute on it. Um, because I can, given enough time, I can make things with enough like 3D modeling and like sometimes photo bashing and stuff. There's nothing wrong with that, but I don't like working that way. I want to be like, I want to draw some fucking cool creature right now, and I want to sit down with a ballpoint pen and just knock it out. I haven't really been able to do that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's one dude on YouTube. I don't know if I sent that to you, Sam, or not. It was Draw Sessions, I think, is his name.
I
And
think that's yeah.
he'll do like crazy rendered like monster drawings like Steven Zapata, but he'll also do like really quick videos of him just sketching in his sketchbook, like just concepts. He's like, yeah, just like sit down, spend not even like 2 minutes on a sketch. It doesn't have to be a masterpiece. Just draw. And then he's explaining what he's drawing. He's like, I don't even know what I'm drawing right now. I'm just going. There's like really sometimes they're crappy little doodles, but sometimes they're like, I'm gonna turn that into something. And then he ideates even more on it, more and more. It's cool to see. And he's a chill guy, nice dude. And I recommend looking him up. He's awesome.
Yeah.
And single dad.
What's up, Chris?
So impressive.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's extra hot.
So he's just like arting for work, and then he comes home and spends time with his kids, and then draws on YouTube real quick, and then does it again. Cool dude. But yeah, I think looking at what he's doing and just like have a sketchbook to where you're just like messing with stuff with a ballpoint pen, so then you get even more confident with your line, with just putting down lines.
Yeah. And just like so yes to all of that. I think that like sometimes people will hear this advice, and especially for newer artists, the advice might come off as, or it might be interpreted as like, cool, just draw anything. And there's some truth to that. I think it's good
Right.
to just literally, especially when you got to break out of a rut, literally just draw anything. However, I think that there's a little bit more than just draw anything. It's work towards the kinds of things you want to draw, right?
Yeah.
The activity is likely very much just scribble, but scribble, I don't know how to put this, like scribble in the direction of something you care about, if that makes sense. There's a kind of a scribbling that I think people do it mindlessly.
Yeah,
and
no,
then they
have
get
a
frustrated because
conscious.
it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be conscious. Be aware of what you're doing. At the same time, still have fun. Like, still have a moment to where you literally just blah on a page, and you're like, "That was fun," But now I know I want to improve this.
You need to worry. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying it was just like scribble whatever you want, but then like you have that blah, you put that blah whatever you want on that page, and then after that you'd be like, okay, now I know I need to work on my biceps or this or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that'll just help you improve.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. So it's just like it's kind of hard to describe because depending on what kind of neurosis you have, somebody listening to this might latch onto one piece of it that is like that feeds their neurosis.
Right.
So
That's
they might
true.
like a younger version of me, an earlier version of me would have said something like, "Oh, that totally makes sense." So that maybe that means I need to sit down and like outline what I need to work on in sketch. It's like, okay, that's too much. Like that's right.
No,
Like,
no.
you know. But again, on the other hand, the other extreme of just like mindlessly scribbling will only take you so far. So it's a balance that I think each of us have to strike and figure out what we want for ourselves. But yeah, I think to me, what's like actually OP at the end of the day is that you're showing up as frequently as you can, and that's not necessarily every day for everyone.
Right.
Obviously, if you haven't drawn in like 6 months, it might be worth probing why that is. But But trying to show up as often as you can, uh, to whatever matters to you. For me, I used to interpret that as like I have to show up. That means I have to draw every day, or I need to sculpt every day. I don't think that's true for me. I don't think that. For me, it's like I just need to play with visual ideas.
Right.
And whatever the medium I wanted, like that's part of who I am as an artist. Is I am multimedia. I love different things, and I don't want to commit. Right. It also means therefore I'm not going to be a master of any of them anytime soon. But that's cool.
Yeah.
I will. My art will be cool because of other things. Right.
Right.
And so it's not because I'm gonna be like the fucking James Gurney of whatever. He's a bad example because he's great at everything, but you know what I mean. Like, there's some artists where like they're known for that thing, like being good at that craft, and it's wonderful. But that's actually not for everyone. I would say that's actually not for most artists, by the way.
Yeah.
Being a technical virtuoso is a very niche thing, but the algorithm loves people like that, and so sets them up as the standard. Because there's nothing more than having a consistent brand where you're churning out the exact same kinds of posts, right? The algorithm loves that shit because then you get the same followers and you can get people addicted to it. The algorithm hates people like me. It's like, what do you want to be, Sam? You're gonna be a sculptor or a photographer or you're a painter? Where it's like, sorry, algorithm, I'm not a robot. Also, I'm not doing this for a living, so.
Yeah. I mean, you also have a job that you love, right? So,
Yeah.
it's not like you're not like I'm gonna be the next James Gurney. You're just like I love art, and I know I can add something to the conversation.
Yeah.
Which is still
I was thinking a little bit of what drives some of this is also like bro culture a little bit and like optimization culture. Like why would you do something if you couldn't do it the best? And it's like there's actually an answer to that question, right? Like people get paralyzed because of that shit. If you walk through life and you're like it's not worth doing something unless you do it at the highest level, is like some people might do some things for a little bit and they burn out, right?
right. Yeah.
I think there is a beauty in striving for improvement, genuinely striving to progress and improve, but not having perfection as a standard. Sometimes like my family makes fun of me because I'm a little clumsy sometimes, or like I'll try something and not really um I'll try to clean the kitchen pretty regularly, and maybe I'll miss something or I forget something.
Right.
And I'm like, hey, look, let's compare notes because you guys like keep pointing out things that I'm missing, and I do want to get them next time. But who does all the cleaning in the house? It's me,
Right.
right? Because you guys are so concerned about doing it correct that you just never do it. You're paralyzed by that. I try to show up regularly. I try to for me it's like wiping down the counters, right? Wiping down, taking out the trash before it becomes an issue, right? Things like that.
Right.
And
Yeah.
if I was worried about every single step I take being perfect, then I would never get any shit done. So again, the point isn't that I want to do things poorly, but I also need to not fucking be paralyzed by everything being the best way that it could be done.
Right. Yeah. 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 I mean, showing up is half the battle, right? So
Yep.
that's
I
that's
always thought
crazy.
knowing was half the battle.
Nope.
What's that? What's that, Jenny?
I thought it was showing up.
I always thought that knowing was half the battle.
Maybe.
Noah?
Maybe that's
No,
the
I'm
other
joking, I
half.
heard you. Yeah. Noah is
Yeah,
half the
yeah.
battle. Yeah.
Noah is half the battle.
What has he been up to? He hasn't really. He's on the server, right?
He is.
I think he hates me.
I think he hates me too. No.
He literally has not thought of me in probably 3 months. The last time I spoke with him. So.
Wow. He needs to get on it.
That's so literally true. That's actually the case.
That's
Now I'm drawing random alligator, and it looks terrible, but I'm trying. I'm drawing with the green ink in my ballpoint.
drawing with what?
I'm drawing with my ballpoint pen, but I'm drawing with green ink,
Ooh.
which I've never actually drawn before.
Yeah, I have two green inks in those ballpoint pens.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of wish it was just a slightly different shade of green. Just a tiny, tiny different. Just a, I don't know. Like one of
I have
them's like neon, and then the other one's like really dark. I'm like, ah.
yeah. Let me
Hard to explain.
let me show you mine if I can get the camera.
Oh, I need to go soon.
Manny. Okay, I support your well-being and your happiness.
I think that this might be. I mean, this is the cover, so it can be pretty extravagant, but I am also kind of feeling like I'm doing a little too much.
I think it's very rad, but also I
Whoa.
understand that feeling.
Whoa. It's crazy.
Yeah, doing a bunch
My
of.
hair's super long, but this is the pen I have.
Yes, that one. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the what I grew up with. So it's black, blue, and then a bright red and a bright green.
Yeah, I have one of those.
So,
Yeah.
also, this is my face.
Wow.
Danny, this is my face.
My face.
It's gone now.
Yeah, Danny,
Gone
that's
forever.
looking good though.
Thank you.
It looks really good. I'm blown away by how much progress you made on it. Again,
Yeah.
speed is not a key metric, but it is notable.
Yeah.
I tend to work pretty quickly, but also it never feels like I've worked quickly enough.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I
hear
work
you.
quickly, but I procrastinate. I guess that's what I should say. I procrastinate and then I work quickly. But I'm not procrastinating this time, which I'm very proud of myself for.
I'm proud of you too. Thanks.
Guys, it's basically been 4 hours and 40 minutes.
That's awesome. Oh, you've been keeping track. That's good.
I've been keeping track because I want to know, like, for the rest of the comic, like, if I'm deciding like what the style is gonna be, like, I want to kind of have an idea of what's tenable.
Right. Yeah. Makes sense.
If it takes me 100 hours to do a page, that's not. Can't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
But this is the cover, so, and I'm experimenting, and I have months, so.
It's true. You do. I know I'll be cutting it close if I wait super long, so hopefully I'll have more time once I move. That's the idea. We shall see.
We shall see.
We shall see.
You're still in the process of moving it and moving with near the bros.
Yeah, with the bros. Gonna be living with Kevin and brother Bailey.
So much like gay fantasies in my head.
And then I'll be working with Riley at his business and also sister Bailey. So that'll be fun. It's gonna be a completely different life in the next month or so.
Well, I'm glad you were able to get out of the. I just did double tap on my sketchbook.
That's awesome.
So terrible. I've been on Procreate for so many weeks now. But I'm glad you're out of that terrible situation. Oh, Danny left us.
Oh, yeah. It's okay. But yeah.
But he also said he was going to.
Yeah, it's true. He did. They did say that.
Oh, sorry. They. I shouldn't presume. Like literally, I of all people should not presume.
Yeah.
Back to the iPad. It was good to draw with ink for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Terrible stuff I just sketched.
Oh yeah. Get in there.
Really interesting with fire is because like I'm seeing a lot of examples of other people's fire, and it's not like I think I need to take it a little bit easy on myself because I'm looking. My standard is like Dave Finch and Lorenzo
Oh, yeah.
Etherington, but it's like it just it not that I shouldn't be inspired by that, but like man, those guys are fucking modern masters. So I just need to maybe keep my standards a little bit lower and be like, does it look like fire? That's probably the
Yeah.
most important thing.
Yeah.
And does it generally support the composition? That's also important. But
Right. Yeah.
so I'm just gonna yeah, which and that I'm good at. Like I'm good at like a lot of it. I just have a good eye for design, which I assume I got from my graphic design years and my photography years. But beyond that, drawing really cool marks is something that takes time. It takes time to get good at this shit, and I gotta move on. I don't want to spend too much more time on this fire stuff. I would rather spend more time on the rendering, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, the flames are looking cool.
You're looking cool.
Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me, sir.
No. No. No.
I know what you think about me. I'm just a hot ass. That's all I am.
That's right. No, I'm just. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, speaking of that energy, I'm taking finally taking a shooting course.
Oh yeah.
Soon. Handgun shooting.
Sick.
Yeah, I just want to like, I've shot before,
Yeah.
with a Glock, but I just want to be really candid with you. I'm kind of scared of the world right now.
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
My sister. I mean, I almost got jumped.
Okay.
A while like
I'm sorry you went through that, but like that's the kind of stuff that happens in the world. I mean, it
Yeah.
happened before everything, but it just feels like it's gonna happen more.
Yeah. I mean, I was like walking to my car after a date, and then this dude tried to distract me while his buddy ran up on me, and then I hopped in my car and drove off.
Yeah, I'm so glad that happened.
Yeah. So, like, immediately after that, my sister was just like, hey, uh, we're gonna do a concealed carry course. You want to join us? And I've grown up. My dad was in the army and stuff, so I've gone shooting ever since I was like a kid, like very young. So I'd be shooting a lot all the time. But like never actually took like a, I don't know, course, I guess. So I have the slip to get my conceal carry.
Yeah, I wonder if I would ever need to do concealed here in LA. It's like a whole process here.
Oh yeah.
Well, as it should be, and as it
Yeah,
is in
yeah.
places. But I also wouldn't be surprised if I do end up being into that. To be like, there's something about shooting that I feel like I already can kind of tell it may hook into a part of me that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
And it's like I think the craft of it. Yeah, so for me, I grew up with guns. Like my dad has always had guns in the house. We still have his guns. He has a shotgun and a 38, and I don't even know how to unload them. They're currently loaded. I don't know how to unload them. So like just literally that, I'm just like I want to at least develop baseline knowledge of how to be around these things and have a. So I'm training with a really reputable place called ITTS. I forget what it stands for. It's like tactical training, blah blah blah. But it's all like former LAPD and LA County Sheriff and SWAT like guys, and I've heard it's really good vibes. Like very diverse group of people who go, not ideological at all. Obviously, gun spaces skew right, but
Right.
I can't imagine that would come up at all, especially for the beginners class, right?
Yeah, it shouldn't.
So also they're 5 minutes from my house, which is nice.
Yeah.
And the first day is actually just a Zoom lecture for like 4 hours where they talk about, I think, just everything, like, safety and what exactly what's the objective, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you want to take things for self-defense, what would that look like? And then the second day is a whole day, 8 hours or 7 hours at the range. So I'm looking for. I'm a little nervous, but like in a good way. Like it's a really new thing for me, and I think I'm gonna learn a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the state of the world is like that's. I think that's the primary motivation for me learning
Yeah.
how to shoot a gun. Yeah,
I think that's valid.
yeah.
It's scary. It's scary out there.
It's it's a really weird time because I the news feels almost not like real life. Like it feels like this is weird shit that's
Dude,
happening that
Gulf of
it's like, oh yeah,
America? Are you kidding me?
yeah, like what the fuck? Like it all feels like something like from The Onion, right?
Right.
And also, I don't think the things that are happening are affecting us directly yet.
Not yet.
I
It will.
and some of this stuff we may not even realize the way it affects us until it's too late,
Yeah.
So
Just like
yeah, so
global warming.
that's a bit of like it's very surreal to watch this stuff happening and feel a sense of unease, but then still go on with your life, and it's just like kind of weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel it. I feel that, dude.
Yeah, I am not the only one. Like even not that we, I know we're on Twitch, but like even if you voted for Trump, it's still weird. It's still a weird time, no matter whom you voted for. Like in a way, it's like, well, you got what you asked for, right? And so, but now it has to happen.
Yeah.
Like I think
You
the
voted for
question is like, yeah,
what?
the question is what's going to happen, and like
Right.
what are the casualties? It's so funny how quickly people were like, well, you know, tariffs are going to cost us more, but it's just the cost of it, and it'll get better later. I'm like, okay, that's not really how you guys talked about it during the election, but all right.
It's
And
not at
then
all.
my
Yeah.
question there would be like at what cost? Like, what are the casualties for that, and how long is that going to take for
Yeah.
things to quote unquote get better? That's I don't know. So
I
if
mean,
nothing else, I say it's interesting times to live in right now.
there was literally I forget the exact name for it, but there was a similar tariff in the 1930s. Um,
I mean, that's what led to the Great Depression. So
and then yeah, so the cost of living went up, and then it never went back down because why would it go back down? The companies you're now paying more money for the same stuff, like they're going to keep the prices that way because now you're used to it and you're not going to expect it to go down after a certain
right,
point. And they're just going to keep shafting you, and that's exactly what's going to happen. So,
yep, it's already kind of happening.
yeah, yep, yep.
Literally saw a billionaire getting interviewed, I think, by Forbes, and he's like, "Yeah, people are already getting used to the price of eggs." Like, that's I mean, it's true, but that's not good news, right? For the average person, I'm sure it's good news for him.
Oh
For
yeah,
rich people,
yeah, of course. I mean, they're the ones that are going to benefit from this.
yeah,
They're the only ones
it's
that
like
benefit from
people,
a recession. So,
people getting used to things is because we're human beings and we need to survive, right? It doesn't mean that's the way we should order society.
right,
Like that's a good thing.
yeah, doesn't mean that it should stay like this,
Yeah,
but they're going to take it that way. So,
yeah, of course. Of course, yeah.
yeah, because I don't know, it's dumb. Everything's stupid, and I hate it.
Everything is stupid, dude. Everything is stupid. Except for friendship and art.
That's right.
I do feel more than ever like the importance of making art in my life. Like and when I say that, you know, okay, some people might interpret it as like, yeah, it's really good as like a form of therapy. I'm like, okay, no. Like I don't want to put it through art is good because it serves a function.
Right.
I do think it serves certain. I do think it's therapeutic, but I don't think that's why it's important, right? I also don't want to take the capitalist bent of like, oh yeah, it's really good to make art because you'll be able to survive the economy. I'm like, no, no. Also,
What?
that's not. I used to, yeah. Again, not that I'm against that. I'm not against people making a living off art. All I'm saying is it's important that I make art because it's probably the most human thing that I do.
Yeah, it's
Making
connection.
art.
It's human connection.
Yeah. It's storytelling, it's connection, it's sharing
Communicating.
who I am in my life, like I know I'm like kind of noodling on this Phoenix piece, but this is a quintessentially Sam Lamb piece. Anyone who knows me is looks at this like, yeah, Sam Lamb made that.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
and and so people, by looking at this, people will know me better and know the things I care about better. And of course, there are things that I think people care about, right?
Oh yeah.
We all make art about things that we care about, but by putting it in the world, it's connecting with the things that people care about as well. It's inevitable. That is inevitable. Like you can, no matter how solipsistic of an artist you are, if you share your art at all, it is inevitable that it will hook into something that echoes in a person's mind, right?
Yeah.
This also partly explains why people have different tastes. Like people, I would actually argue that given enough time and enough of a perspective, all art is accessible to all people. But of course, people aren't infinite. They don't have all the time in the world. And so for various reasons, certain art relates to us more because of the lives that we've led. I think, some people, because of specific traumas in childhood they have, they're going to tend towards like darker themes, for me, like, I don't try to force rap or hip hop on anyone, but there's a very key reason why I love it is because I grew up with it. It's like very obvious. Like I have positive associations with that music, right? But I would never thrust that on someone.
Yeah.
Even though I would say, like, I think if you give most people, if they give Kendrick a chance, would probably like his music. But if you grew up in a way where rap just does not hook onto your brain, totally makes sense. Completely valid. Like absolutely.
It took me a while to get into hip hop. Like I was mainly just metal and stuff, and then just like finding certain artists in hip hop, I was just like, oh man, this shit rules.
I had a relationship with metal, right? Thanks in part to you and all the bros. Like, it's like I didn't really grow up with metal, and then you guys introduced stuff to me, and like. By the way, I saw a guy with a Power Trip T-shirt at the climbing gym, and he I was like, dude, I was like, I love Power Trip right now. He looked at me like, you know who this is? I was like, yeah, like I mean now I do. I didn't before. And when we hung out at Lightbox, when I asked you like, can you give me other tips? It's really hard. It's really hard to like with music. If there's so many reasons why a person might like a particular artist, and it just was like. There's never one to one, right? It's not like, oh, well, if you like this artist, you will definitely like these artists. Like it doesn't really,
it's kind of just a
you
mood.
shouldn't try to make like it's a mood thing sometimes, for sure. So, but yeah, I mean, I do, when it comes to matters of taste, like I get that it's so subjective, but I do think some of this can be, I don't want to say learned, but given exposure to the right things, I really genuinely feel that most people will find some version of a genre or something that moves them.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not saying that means that if you don't do that you suck. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that like the world is beautiful and big and there's something for everyone. But yeah, I mean, I also recognize that with my art, it's really interesting to see who likes my art because my art's not for everyone. I know, like that's true for all of us, but some people really fucking love my gesture. Like that's probably the number one thing I get is like your stuff has so much like gesture to it, so much movement. I'm like, yeah, I realize that if my art doesn't have that, then it's not my art. Like I just don't care about it.
Right. You have your thing.
It's yeah. And I didn't seek that out like in advance. It's just I just kept making stuff that I liked. It just kept showing up.
Yeah. Kept showing up. Is knowing half the... have I been messing up this saying for years? Showing up?
Knowing is half the battle?
Yeah, knowing is half the battle, or is it can...
No, that's a saying. That's a saying.
That's a saying? And showing up is half the battle? Is that...
I don't think that's a saying, but I believe that that's true.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I've always said. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. I actually think showing up is more than half the battle, to be honest.
Yeah, you gotta be there in order to battle.
Yeah, showing up, I think, to be broadly understood, right? Like, showing up, just being present, number one, for sure, but also showing up mentally, right? And again, that doesn't mean excelling. That's not what we mean. It just means, like, you're giving it a shot.
Yeah, be with your, find your group or make it or whatever.
Oh, great. Speaking of clumsy, I just did a thing where I tried to shake my shake and I didn't put the lid on.
Oh
But,
no.
I'm gonna get paper towels. But there's a reason I have paper towels in my room because this is a common Sam occurrence.
That's
My
awesome.
cats aren't even phased. They're like,
He's done it again.
yeah, doing it
Sam's at it
again.
again.
Getting fucking vegan protein shake all over the place. And no, that's not meant to be a euphemism for anything. But yeah, showing up. I didn't even think of what you just said. We're showing up for a community. That's big.
Yeah.
But I do want to say about that it has to be your community or it has to be your people because I have a few Discord servers I hang out on or other like online communities and they service me okay, but they're not like you and me and Lily. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we're like extended art family, you know.
Yeah.
And that for me, going to those spaces and then trying to get validation from them is very dangerous because they do not, and they actually I would say cannot provide for me that which nourishes me, and that's not their fault. It's just not. They're all There's one server I'm on, super nice people, actually some around my age, but they're all like hardcore in the entertainment art space. Like they're all like art center people. They all work at studios and things, and they're like really into that kind of art, you know.
Yeah.
And that I have limits to that, and I don't think any of them really. It's not that they don't see me as an artist, but like I don't think any of them really give a shit about my art. To be really honest, like they don't care about me, like my fine art tint or whatever.
Huh. That's weird. Or
So I
like they
think
don't value it, or like what? I don't know. They're just mean.
well, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what the actual interactions are like, and then what my theories are about it. But the interactions are very neutral. But here's the interesting thing: they're like that with each other as well. So I just don't think they're a space that really cares that much about. This is really wild to say, but I don't think they care about art per se. They care about getting technically good at a particular set of
Ah,
skills that keep you in industry. You know what I mean?
yeah. That
And
makes
that
sense.
happens to overlap with art, but I don't think any of them really care about art in the biggest sense of the word art, right?
Right.
Um, and that's fine, and they give really good advice. Like when I have very specific questions about technique, they're like, some of them are 3D people, most of them are concept designers, and they give really good advice. Like if you ask them, like, how would you approach thumbnailing this kind of project? Like they'd be on it. Some of them teach,
Oh
but
hell yeah.
a lot of the conversations are not like the way you and I talk almost spiritually about some of our favorite masters.
Right.
Our art inspirations, the way we talk about Daniel, the way that we talk about Dave Finch, or Jim Lee, whoever, Simon Lee.
Yeah.
Not that we revere them, that they're gods, but like we there's a quasi spiritual quality because we feel like we're a part of a lineage that they're a part of. I don't. These other art servers I hang out on, this one in particular I hang out, that's not the conversation. Like no one really cares about art lineage. Like no one really feels like they're part of this like larger artistic sisterhood, brotherhood, thing. They literally just care about keeping their jobs.
I mean, yeah. That's all. That's valid. That's valid. But also,
It is valid. Yeah.
there's more to it. There's more to it.
Yeah. So you can see in that context why my art doesn't do anything. Like it doesn't really uh take in that space because it's not the space for it.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just like finding your people.
Yeah.
It's.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like literally me finding Bailey and Riley, basically, and Ben Roberts, Ben Hill, like all those people. And they're living out towards where I'm about to be going to. I'm just
Yeah.
like, dude, I finally found like my in-person crew. And
It's so lovely. And
it's
and
been 30 years
and
and I finally found it.
I want to be clear, like, and this is not to diminish your and my friendship, but
No, yeah, no.
that crew of people, from what I know, are providing you really core things that I would not be able to provide you, or that I don't provide for you. Um, I'm not, because I'm not hustling in the comic space as much as I love that space, and so community can take myriad forms. We can have different friends that not that the point of having a friend is to serve a purpose, but you know what I mean. Like we can have different kinds of friendships or like friendships that light different things up in us. At the end of the day, the people we consider friends, it's because we support each other, no matter what.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. But it's like like you and I connect because I mean, number one is we just give a shit about art and we're just constantly wanting to make it. I think you and I have a lot of stuff when it comes to character design and creature design. That's interesting. I think we have like draftsmanship notes that we share.
Yeah.
But I don't make comics. I have nothing really to offer there, and to be really candid, have no desire to offer anything in that. I love reading comics.
Right.
I love looking at comics, but to be really candid, have no desire to make them.
Yeah.
I like epic single pieces because I like the challenge of freezing things. I like to capture a single moment and then lift that up for all of us to look at. That's my jam. So in some ways, comics are. I mean, it's very telling that when I read a comic, when I get to those single page like epic big painting like things, I always sit with those for like sometimes an entire night. Yeah.
Just stare at it.
Just stare at it like Murder Falcon. There were several pages like that where I and as you know, I like sculpted some of them, you know, like and a couple of them, and so like I love that shit. I do want to say as a slight retort to what I'm saying that like those have more power than a single painting because of the context. Like so you earn those pages because of the story that led up to it. So that is the power of comic art. But anyway, my point is that like when it comes to what I want to make, I want to make the single page. That's like you call me in for that. That's what I'm about.
You can call me in for that. No, yeah. I mean, it's definitely not. You know, everyone's got their thing. So, and this, comics is mine for some reason. I don't know.
And you gotta find people who are doing that. I actually, you know, I need to find like what you described of that crew. I still need to find people like that in the fine art space. I have a few people like that, but I don't know, for various. I hate to say it, but a lot of them are older, and so they're just like literally hard to get in touch with. Now I'm hard to get in touch with because I'm not even on social media. So like now I'm one of those people, but fucking Luddite over here.
Gosh.
Yeah. Like sorry, bro.
You Luddite.
I'm a Luddite. I'm basically a clicker.
Dude, I'm even like responding to some people's texts, I like totally zone out. Like I'll read it and be like, oh yeah, and then like something will happen and I get distracted and I move on. And that's been happening now after I complained about my writer buddies not responding to me, and now I'm catching myself doing that even more. I'm like, fuck.
Sorry, bro.
I've become the thing I've sworn to destroy.
Not the taste of your own medicine.
Yeah, I know.
My God.
Just immediate.
But you do have the adahada.
Yeah.
I am surrounded by that particular neurotype. It turns out my tattoo artist I mentioned has it, and it's like, and it's I feel weird bringing it because I'm not trying to like say that that's like a core part of his identity, but it's like really relevant because it's relevant to his creative process. So like, I realize he functions well in urgency, so I actually try not to give him any lead time on anything. Like even the process of making this tattoo, he did it in one night, as I explained to the server, and it's like that doesn't work for me. I do not. I'm whatever is the opposite of the poster child for ADHD. I'm that. I'm one of those autistic people who like I need to plan things in advance. I need routine. I need relative certitude and certainty. But if I have those things, I'm fucking OP-ish. Yeah, I'm like OP as shit. Like can get anything done. But
I'm scatterbrained.
I'm scatterbrained. And that's cool. And I'm to be really honest, like find it very endearing and like it's also something I try to nourish in my friends and my sister, you know, is like there's a power in that. There's a power in being, I know it's like we don't live in a society that honors being scatterbrained, but I think I told you about books I've read about how it's likely that it's tied to a specific gene that is related to human beings, people within communities who are good at dealing with crisis. So, like, it's like if the tribe had to move to another location,
Yeah.
that act of having to move is like it's a burst of energy. Like people with the ADHD gene would believe that effort. Like they're like, cool, this is my moment, right?
Yeah.
But we
That's
don't live in
funny.
a society that's into that. We live in a society that wants like this like constant study thing, which
Interesting.
I actually thrive in. But I
I
don't.
yeah. I've moved
Yeah,
like
go
a
ahead, Chris.
few times in my life, so I feel like that's very on point. I'm just like, all right, yeah, time to move. Let's go.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that you like it, but that it's like it's weird. It's like this is like thing switches in my sister's brain when crisis happens. You know? Yeah,
Mm.
it's not so much that she seeks it out. That she's not trying to create crisis, but when it arises, it's like she fucking lights up. It's like, all right, she's like, all right, cool, we go. Well,
Yeah.
meanwhile, when I move, literally the entire time I'm whining. I'm just whining the whole time. Look at my dad. He does so much. Like I hate not having ready access to my toys. You know, that's the worst part.
Yeah.
Like, I pack up
Yeah.
my computer and I'm like,
No, my things. My
my
things.
things.
All of my things. No,
I
yeah,
was I
I
love
get that.
I love my iPad so much because I can bring it anywhere.
Yeah, that's same. I bring that with me all the time. I have that. I have a sketchbook and um what's it? Uh my little bag of drawing goodies, bag of tools.
I've been more and more frequently because I'm doing these like weekly museum dates or whatever. Um,
Oh, oh,
I
okay.
oh have I told you about this?
You might have, and I just have bad brain. So
Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I've told you. So,
okay.
I was climbing with my sister for a while. I kind of
Yeah.
stopped, like, and a lot of it is because I went to support her, but she doesn't need my support anymore. She has her own community. She's a really good climber. And I was like, I love hanging out with my sister. We still do, but it's nice to have a Sunday to myself when my mom's at church. So,
Oh yeah.
lately every Sunday I like will spend those 3 or 4 hours like doing something on my own, and it's been going to museums because I live in the fucking Mecca. Um,
Yeah.
and so when I go to a museum, I like to bring my stuff. Like sometimes my iPad Mini if I don't want to do a whole thing, but usually it's my iPad Pro and my camera and maybe a sketchbook. So I increasingly just have a process where I have my iPad Pro and a sketch like the sketchboard thing.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to just pull it out of the cord and then just stick it in my to-go case, and then it literally takes me like less than a minute to do. And there's something cool about that. It feels like I don't know, like you're getting ready for a battle or something like that, and you're like you're wearing your armor and stuff, and like let's go out into the world, and just a click, 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 get everything into place. But uh, yeah, I think a big thing is that back when I used to bring my iPad places, I was like, I'm gonna be gone for a whole day, so it means I have to like bring a charger and stuff. I literally just bring my iPad and the cover. That's all. And I never get anywhere close to running out the battery because 4 hours is not long enough. Even
Yeah.
if you're drawing and sculpting for the whole time, it's not long enough for the iPad to run out of battery. Not the latest one. So yeah, it's been really cool, and I really really like just having something that um, a tool that you say what you will about the iPad, but one big thing is that it's kind of everything you need in one little box,
Right.
little white box. You
Yeah.
want to paint that day? Don't worry, there's oil paints and Procreate. You want to sketch, you want to ink, it's all there.
It's nice that like digital is definitely just immediate. Like you can kind of just go in flow state pretty fast. Whereas like, or maybe it's just because I'm not like a constant oil painter, but like I'm not. You're not mixing paints. You're not searching for that one brush. You're not like
Yeah,
worried about the spill that just happened. You're kind of just like that's the one benefit about digital. I will say is
yeah,
that you don't have to think about all this stuff, and there's no like ritual of setting it up. It's just boom. I get the canvas on, and now I pick a color, and I'm going. I'm drawing. I'm
yeah.
painting. Whatever it is.
But
Um,
you just kind of touched on, devil's advocate is what are the benefits of traditional is the one is the ritual, right? Like
yeah.
there's something about slowing down and forcing yourself to be like getting into the zone.
Yeah.
There's that. I also believe I am one of those people who believes that limitation is one of the mothers of invention and creativity.
Yes.
By being limited in your tools, it does force you to think about, interesting ways to solve problems. I've told many people this, but I have this. It's a good problem to have, but it has been a real problem, which is that anytime I struggle in art, my first instinct is what class or workshop or tutorial can I buy? And I have disposable income, not really, but like kind of, right?
Yeah.
And so I have all these fucking tutorials saved up on a Google Drive or on some subscription platforms. And for what? I haven't touched most of them, and I got them not because I actually thought they would solve a specific problem, but because I'm like, maybe if I watch this, something will unlock some secret, right?
Right.
So the more I advance as an artist, I'm like, there's no fucking secret, man. It's just you just literally just keep doing it over and over
Yeah.
again.
You
It's
just gotta do it.
literally all that's happening.
I got a Domestica course, or I got two of
Yeah.
them because they were like dirt cheap. They were like 99 cents. So
Yep.
I did that. I learned, like, there was one course that I got that just solidified my workflow, like my digital workflow with like putting textures down and stuff. But I also learned a few things from it. But then
Yep.
there's another one that was traditional, and it was just painting with acrylics because I want to start
Mm-hmm.
experimenting with painting comics rather than being, I don't know, a watered down version of Daniel Warren Johnson.
I mean, yeah,
You know?
yeah, I know what you mean. Although, like, I think you're your own artist, but I get it. I
Yeah,
understand what you're getting at. Yeah.
yeah.
Um.
I'm just like because I see a lot of people with the same ticks because yeah, he's awesome. So is James Herron's awesome. Like they're doing the same thing, and I'm in that boat, and I'm like, I need to find a way to be different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
I
now
get it.
I'm just in the same boat as these guys. I need to get in my own raft, basically, figure it out. And I'm like, maybe doing like old pulpy stuff is the next step. You know, like doing like the old. Not saying that I'm gonna paint like Frank Frazetta, but like as an example, like the old like pulpy book covers that he used to do, just like
Yeah.
stuff like that, or Drew Struzan with his like crazy posters. Think Sean Phillips with the
Yep.
his stuff, his covers. I want to start messing with stuff kind of like that,
Yeah, dude.
but fantasy and sci-fi. So that's kind of
Fuck
like
yeah, dude.
where my head's at right now. So like after this book, I mean, I'm still going to continue doing this with this book, but I want to start experimenting with a different sort of. It's still going to be me. It's just going to be more traditional and painting and stuff. I think it's just going to be experimental. That's what it's going to be.
I wait, I lost my train of thought. Where I was gonna say just about you like talking about Suzanne and Daniel and stuff. Um, I feel like so much of finding our own voice is um being able to, how do I put this? I like there's something at the tip of my tongue. I'm trying to say it. And I'm like struggling to say. Also, it's like I just realized I still haven't recovered from sleep last night, so I think I'm at the tail end of my night. Like I was supposed
Oh
to work
yeah.
on something else. I might go to sleep soon.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck it. Who cares? If it's important, it'll come up again. But yeah, we'll figure it out. I think I came up with a good design, but dude, I think I copied Lorenzo Etherington. Sorry, I'm so sorry. It's such a cool fire design, man.
It's
Oh,
just cool. I think I'm gonna end
but
the stream, but I'll stay in the party. So um,
cool.
I'm gonna say
Bye
goodbye
to
to
everyone
everybody.
who is watching this. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for joining, everybody. Hope your night is well. Hope your weekend is awesome. And love your face. Keep drawing.